I honestly think this is one of the most cruel archviles I have ever seen in a Doom game. Literally, you start right Alright, let's go ahead, splash Mancubus alley here. And now we pretty much have our backs to the wall, so we can just... what? Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, not that way. Alright, so now we know where the Cyber Demon is. Let's go over here. Let's get the Arachnotrons out of the way. And out of the way. Oh, come on! Alright, now, us and the Cyber Demon. We've got to get you to stop roaming the halls. Archvile will come back for you later. So now, let's go ahead, back this way. Just keep launching all the rockets. We got 54 rockets with someone's name on them. So let's go ahead, just keep shooting, keep shooting. Cyber Demon, you can get to... bad time for a visor to wear off, but at least for now, just keep shooting. Cyber Demon down. Oh, no! Welcome back to Legendary Mo Games. I'm your host, Joe. Today's episode comes to us from Joe-ilya and uses the music track Orbicular Forest by Doom community composer Corp. This is MAP11, Sacrè Bleu. And all I can say is this is where everything hits the fan. There is no Zork. Might as well be the message, there is no hope. Because this map is an absolute monster to single segment. So let's go ahead, give it our best shot here. As we go ahead, take out the shotgun soldiers, and be careful, there are armor bonuses all around this tree. Those monsters that came in actually came in from the river that's up ahead. So for now, just take this area section by section. If you run too far ahead, you will get mobbed because there is enemies everywhere of every type, of every difficulty, and you don't have a chance. This map is absolutely monstrous. This is where DBP73 says, alright, you've made it this far, show us that you can finish it. So let's go ahead, splash out the chain gunners. Now that this area is secure, make sure to get the armor bonuses on the steps up as we take out the Hell Knights and work our way closer to the cathedral. So go ahead. Now, as we take out the zombie men, let's go ahead and work our way on the Mancubus. And this room is absolute bonkers. On the left side, you have chain gunners hiding behind nearly every tree in the forest. And on the right side, you've got revenants hidden in a corner. And if you didn't see the revenants and ran too far, you're going to run face first into cacodemons and imps and get sandwiched in between them. So there's no comfortable or good way to handle this section. Oh, also there's a random Hell Knight sniping from the side, in case you cared. So let's go ahead, start to the right. Let's go ahead and goad out the revenants since we're already here. Just spin our circles and do everything we can to bunch all the revenant missiles up, because we can use those to take out, ideally, some of the imps and or cacodemons, if we can get them all maneuvered over here. And no luck on the revenant missiles. So we'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Imps out. And let's also be careful of the tomato. Also, Mancubus, the sniping in the corner. There is never an empty space in this map. It is enormous, and it is chock full of enemies around every corner. So let's go ahead. Now that we've got that taken care of, let's get our health back up. And let's go ahead and stir the pot on the other side. But first, since we see it, we might as well go for it. That supercharge up there, let's just climb a platform that's right at the base of it. Up here, there is an SS soldier, and that is going to be common. Throughout this map, the secrets all have SS soldiers in them, which I think is hilarious. A hilarious detail he put in. So let's go ahead, jump down, take out the shotgun soldier, the tomato, all of you can go, And now that we're in the crypt, let's go ahead, rocket launch array, mainly to take out the chain gunner. And one of these tombs is fake. You can actually tell which one's fake by pulling up the auto map, because it's the only one that doesn't have a tomb, but it's the one on the right. And down here, we can take out the revenants to get the computer area map, stim packs, medikits, and backpack. As you saw, more SS. So that is 2 of our secrets, and the backpack's gonna be tremendous because this room is absolute insanity. Quickly get the security armor, run for your life. Arachnotrons everywhere and 2 barons behind you. And unfortunately, there's chain gunners way up on the ledge, so make sure they go down quickly. At this point, we can get the barons distracting some of the arachnotrons. The rest of them, don't even give them the time of day for it. Let's get them out. Let's get Tomato out. Now, let's go ahead and whittle down the bullet sponges. Now, don't worry as much about the health because we almost have a full restore of health back behind us where the barons came from. So for now, go ahead and take them out. Get as many rockets as we can. We'll definitely need those. And there's the health right down by their purple pit. Now let's go ahead, splash out the imps and the arachnotron hiding in the corner. Careful, there are 2 health bonuses here to make sure we get. And at this point, imps out of here. Be careful, when you get near here, the wall comes down, revealing 3 Mancubus and a meatball. It's a very similar trap to some kind of fungi, yesterday's episode. Except this time, they're on a ledge in very close proximity. But literally the same lineup, 3 Mancubus and a meatball. Needs to be like a spin-off series or something. So let's just continue to fight around this gorgeous geological chamber as we make our way up. Now that they are taken care of, alright, let's go ahead and get our health back up. That blue thing right there is the blue key door. And for now, let's go ahead and teleport back out of here. At this point, we have 2 of our secrets, none of the keys yet, so let's keep it moving. Here is where the chain gunners are everywhere. So let's get on this side so that they'll hit the Mancubus instead of us. Let the Mancubus deal with some of it, and we'll just throw rockets everywhere else. Surely one of us will get the chain gunner. One way or another. Go ahead, plasma out anything that's left. And just like that, this area is mostly good. Let's go ahead, make sure we got the ammo, take him out, and keep moving. Now, near the connecting archway to the left, there is a few armor bonuses, so be careful there if you're going for all items. So again, now we've done our rounds, we can make sure to take out the imps that got behind us. And now, let's continue, making sure we get the armor bonuses on the way into the next area. Right there. So now, go ahead, pre-fire, since it's going to be another Speed of Doom style pop-up trap. Take out the Hell Knights, but mainly focus on the meatball. It's always the meatball. Unless there's an Archvile breathing down our necks, he will always be priority number 1. So get him out of here. And splash that suspiciously large purple fall, because it is fake. You can get behind it, there's ammo and health. Right now, just get this Revenant missile out of our lives. And then we can go raid it as soon as we take care of the welcome crew. So, Mancubus? No. Just no. You can go, buddy, and the Hell Knight, and I have no idea why I'm single tapping someone I can just run up on. We should probably just do that. Up here, got him. Alright, so now that that's taken care of, let's make sure this area is secure. Now we got zombies hiding in there. They're not really supposed to be in there, but they got bored. So in here, we got the plasma energy cell pack, health, and now let's go ahead, get the backpacks, get the ammo, get the health, and let's clear this area out. We've got a few more Mancubus to deal with. And now you can kind of see why it is virtually impossible to just run through this map. I mean, revenants, mancubus everywhere, you have no chance. Pre-fire at the wall, since there's a pop-up arch vial that comes out of the wall, as well as a few hit scanners with them. Also, take out 2 chain gunners before we hit the switch. That way they're not taking pot shots at us while we're waiting for stairs. And we can pre-fire on the revenants. They're going to pop up here as we make our way to the village. Let's go ahead, hit the switch, take out even more hit scanners, and let's just go crazy with the rocket launcher. Take out as many of the groups of things as we can. At this point, we kind of need to make sure we get ammo, health, everything we can. Take out the chain gunners that appeared in the corner when we went up the stairs. And just like that, this area is about to get crazy. So rocket at the ready, and let's go. We are charging uphill, and we are not going to get stopped here. So go ahead. Revenants out. Pinky out. Revenants again. Alright. At this point, you notice there's a yellow switch that actually controls the drawbridge. So for now, we can't do anything with that. But it is foreshadowing we're about to get the yellow skull key. So let's go ahead and take out all this nonsense. Since it's not really that high tier of enemies, we'll just use the SSG for this. So Pinky, Tomatoes, all of you can go until the party poopers arrive. And that weird looking off texture, that is not in the original. I repeat, the floor is not actually broken there in the original. This is Kexport. Kexport, it gets drunk sometimes. Kexport doesn't like to talk about it. But just know, if you play it on PC the way it's supposed to be played, that will not be there. It does that in a few places in this map, so it's just Kex conversion gone crazy. So let's go ahead, hit the switch that actually opens the door to the house, which we need to get into. Let's finish off the chain gunner. And just like that, our little village should be clear. So let's go ahead, make sure there's nothing else following us. Something up. Chain gunners teleport up there when you hit the switch. So let's go ahead and get our rockets back, make sure they're both down, get the security armor, ammo, and let's torch the Arachnotron. Now that he's out, be careful. The second we get up the staircase, there's going to be a Baron right beside us. So go ahead, let's hit him, almost hit ourselves. Sheesh. Let's get back up and finish the job. So Baron, you can go. Beautiful set dressing here. And be careful, this trap is pretty nasty. Let's go ahead and just sit in the corner, spam the plasma rifle. If that don't work, just throw everything at him. And now we've got eyeball, eyeball, eyeball. The jackpot is we get to continue. So let's go ahead, jump across. And now let's take out the new wave. Imps and Pinkies out. And again, that glitched out floor. Kex, go home, you're drunk. But unfortunately, that's all we have access to at the moment. So if you are playing it on PC, it looks normal, don't worry. That's nothing that Joe-ilya did. So let's continue. And let's keep shooting, let's keep moving. Now that that's taken care of, let's be careful of the wall that opens up, revealing more hit scanners right beside us, because there is chain gunner hidden in here. And just like that, this area is secure. Let's go ahead and make our way to the little building on the hill. Careful though, there is a revenant. And that revenant is finally guarding our yellow keycard that we've been after this entire time. So let's go ahead, grab the yellow keycard, run back down for one of the nastiest archviles to ever exist. Literally, you jump off, and he's right there surrounded by tomatoes and meatball. So let's pin ourselves in the corner, knowing it'll take him a little bit to get over the building, just to make sure he goes down and doesn't revive anything. At this point, just run for your life, because there's also revenants that got unleashed. So for the moment, let's just run back because the revenants can actually shoot over top of that railing. So let's get health, and we need to go all the way back and just get health, because this is not going to be a comfortable experience. At least make sure Meatball goes down, because we need to get ourselves regrouped here. One wrong hit could still take us out. Oh boy. Little close there. Definitely don't want to do this twice. Come on now. Revenant. Forget that. Too risky right now. Let's go ahead and get back, because we know there's plenty of health back at the beginning of the map that we just walked past and didn't use. So let's go back here. There is May kits, and there's plenty more stuff on the side, just like that. Now let's get back in the fight, and at this point, they should have spread out for us. Just like that, the Revenant's now by himself and out of here. We literally used the Fabian strategy on them. Just run away, let them come to us. And now this area is pretty much good. Just take out a meatball or tomato or two, as well as some zombies. One more Revenant lingering around. Make sure he gets a one-way ticket out of here. And we are good to go. So let's continue. At this point, we have the Yellow Keycard locked down. We have still 2 of the secrets. So let's change that here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and hit the yellow switch, which will raise the bridge. Again, the floating panels, ignore them. They are not there in the real one. So go ahead. Take out the tomatoes. Take out the random lost soul. And at this point, we've just got a sky full of tomatoes to deal with, but plenty of shotgun ammo. So slow roll was needed. The main thing is just getting the meatball down. And this can turn ugly very quick, as you see, because you've also got that legion of imps over there firing at you. So let's get some health, and we really need to get them to split up, because all these enemies are just on top of each other, and the meatball's doing us no favor. So let's just kind of hang back here for a second, let them either take out the imps or come after us. And here they come. So let's go ahead, take out the lost soul that's biting us in the face, and now we should be good to go. Now they should be broken up. So let's run across. Yep, there we are. Alright, meatball's finally down. Tomato, you can join them as soon as we take care of the children. There we go. And at this point, we are looking good. The bridge is just about liberated. Just be careful, there is a Mancubus up ahead. But there's also secret number 3 up ahead, which is going to turn this entire level around as soon as we get it. So let's go ahead, sit back here, let all that insanity just fly by for the moment. Get some health, get all the resources we can, because this is going to get much, much more difficult. This is a level that is almost like a ramp. Almost like a ramp going straight up, because from the very beginning, it just gets harder and harder and harder and harder until the brink of insanity at the end. So, let's keep it moving. Now that the tomatoes are out of the way, Mancubus is down, almost. Come on now. Mancubus is messing with us. There he goes. And now the tomatoes, 2 more, and we are good to go. Alright, so let's get across here. Now, if you do fall in, there are steps to get you out on both sides, so there's no way to trap yourself, thank goodness. Now, let's go ahead and get up here. Rocket at the ready, because we're about to unleash a very nasty trap on ourselves. And this is usually one that will end your run, no matter what your health is, because we're going to have an absolute legion of imps with 1 random archvile in there. So let's go ahead and make life easier on ourselves and hop across here, which is going to lead us to secret number 3. And this is that BFG that we saw on the other side, and there's our SS soldier marking the secret for us. So let's get the BFG, but wait, there's more. Jump off, Go down a little further, and there's the energy cell packs to go with it. So just like that, all of a sudden, the wall of imps no longer matters. So now we can just focus on getting that arch file out of there. If you try to do it without the BFG, it is a miserable experience, because there's not a whole lot that you can hide behind reliably. So here it is, spring the trap, BFG at the ray, let his fire go off, and now, let's make sure we got him. There. At this point, the rest of it can go down any way we like to. There's just 2 Hell Knights. No problems here. So just spin, take all them out, and this area is good. Literally disaster averted thanks to the BFG. If you don't get the BFG, you can see how hard of a time this is going to be. Especially in the trees where you can blow yourself up with the rocket launcher. So now that we've got just about everything here, backpack especially, to get our ammo back up, let's go ahead and let's continue on hitting the switch, which will raise the platform so we can get across to the chapel. It also raises an arachnotron, so let's go ahead and deal with that. And there is our path forward. So now that's taken care of, let's make sure there's no one else behind us. Everything's good. We've got all the health we could ever need, because now that we're finally able to make it inside the church, you know it's going to be difficult. So let's go ahead, splash the zombie and chain gunner out of here. Just like that. And go ahead, make sure the Hell Knights go too. Get the energy cell packs. We definitely will need them. And just like that, this area is good. Let's go ahead and proceed. BFG at the ready. We are going to need it. Now that we get in here, here's a little secret. Jump off. Yes, you heard that right. Don't grab the key. There is literally a reason for that. And you saw with all these hit scanners, that's the reason. Because this church gets insufferably crowded with all the hit scanners, as well as all the other things that ambush you the second you grab that key. So just jump off and don't grab it, because we can easily get ourselves back there. So to do that, just run back around. This is going to be following the village. So over here by the Mancubus, at this point we just have one more secret to find, and it's actually near the end of the map. It's actually kind of hard to miss the last secret. It's very, very well put in your path. So back across the bridge that we raised, back up top, allowing us to get to the back of the church again. Now that all the hit scanners are gone from down there, we won't be taking 1,000,000 points of chip damage. So get ready, there's going to be a cyber demon behind us. So let's just get tracers on everything, because there are tomatoes everywhere, meatballs unfortunately, and the meatballs are going to be the things we really can't have in here, so make sure that's where our BFG is directed to. We can actually cheese the cyber demon, we don't even really need to hit him with the BFG. It just makes life a little easier if we tenderize it a little bit, but the meatballs are the main things we have got to get out of here. Just like that. At this point, we just want to run one giant circle around the pews. So just keep running that same circle around. That's to prevent the cyber demon from ever being able to hit you, because as long as you don't have some sort of mod on that allows the cyber demon to predict your movements, he will always shoot where you are. And as long as you're moving in a circle, he's always going to shoot behind you. So, taking advantage of that, all we have to do is literally just run around the pews in a circle and shoot him. That way his rockets will always be behind us, we won't be in danger, and we can take him out with the SSG, since we have plenty of ammo. So just like that, we can also catch the lost souls as we go around too, if they don't catch themselves first. So again, just do circles. No worries here. Now don't get greedy, don't backtrack, because there's always a danger when you backtrack like that, that he's going to get the winning hit off on you. He didn't, so we are moving on. Cyber Demon out, and the Hell Knights, they're literally just snipers. They can't move from there, so let's get them out of here. And at this point, the church is done. Now I'll skip ahead a little bit for time, because now we gotta make our way back to the blue key door. And the blue key door, if you remember, is way down in the underground geological area down here. So let's go ahead. This is where the 3 Mancubus and a meatball were. Let's go through the blue key door, go to the left. So basically make every left turn you can, you get to a wall of switches. Hit the switches, let's go up. Rocket launcher at the ready, because there could be revenants behind us. Ideally, don't hit ourselves in the face like that, especially this far into the map. Let's go ahead and smoke the Mancubus, keep going. There are a bunch of chain gunners and shotgun soldiers here, but thankfully there's also health. So let's get them out. Let's get the health, keep going around. Chain gunner out, lost soul, you can join them. At this point, we've got 2 energy cell packs, and here's the final secret. Just jump behind the waterfall to get a My Little Pony reference on the ceiling. At least it looks like from the auto map. If that is not what that is, I am sorry. No offense meant, but I believe that's what it is from the auto map when you look at it from above. So let's go ahead, take out the revenants from back here, and also take out the imps. At this point, we are literally just gonna hit everything with rocket launcher because they give us so much ammo for it. As long as we don't grab the red key, the cyber demon won't appear. So go ahead, take everything out that we can before grabbing the red key. Now this trap, the pinkies actually teleport to pin us in, but as long as you just run out of there, they'll actually teleport behind you, pinning themselves into the corner. So this way you can just sit here, rocket everything, as we cool guy, movie style, slowly walk and shoot everything to pieces up here. Including the Mancubus that are sniping. So let's get them out, and this entire section of the chapel is done. Let's move over. Again, just getting all the ammo we can. We are definitely gonna need it. Now to the right. Go ahead and defuse the Arachnotron trap. Now, a good thing with hitting them with the rockets is you can literally just splash them all together. And they give you rockets in return. This is where we're going to exit with the red key. Now let's spin it around. Now is the time. Pre-fire the BFG to take out the chain gunner in your face. Go ahead, backtrack to get some of these taken out. And now it's just us and the cyber demon, as well as a bunch of other things that came out of monster closets. But don't give him the time of day, especially with the light visor wearing off, because now we're in pitch darkness other than the rooms. So let's go ahead, sit back here with our backs to the wall, and just keep shooting, because at this point everything's gonna try to come down the long corridor after us. And since the cyber demon's out of here, we know it can't hit us with splash damage. So just sit, take them out. And we do have a resident archvile up there. Let's go ahead and get him before he causes any trouble. And at this point, this area is looking pretty good. 408 kills. And we have all secrets. We almost have all items. So Arachnotron down. Now let's make our break for the actual escape here with the red key door. And that's going to be in the upper portion to the right. At this point, we're just getting health, getting ammo, because we're almost home free, but not quite yet. Make sure you didn't leave any items behind, because this map is so large, it's very tough, especially if you miss a random health or armor bonus, and you know we're going to do it. So let's go ahead, open the door, and let's just throw everything in there. So take care of the Arachnotron, firebomb all the pinkies and specters, and now we can move forward, just keep going. At this point, the final frontier is just a bunch of zombies, and behind the staircase is actually supercharge. And that is to actually bring us up just short on items. But don't worry, we're skipping ahead. Not to make you wait for it. You knew we were going to miss a random health or armor bonus, and it was actually up here, right where we were jumping across to get into the back of the church. And probably because there were just so much chaos with the monsters there, but there it was a health bonus, so let's go ahead and go back. So back into the chapel, the final kills that we need was actually where the red key was. And as you can see, there was a bunch of zombies in the wall. Go ahead and take them out, and just like that, this one is done. All kills, items, and secrets. I do not know what to say. This is an absolute mapping masterpiece. Let's go ahead. You may want to cover your ears for this one because we are about to blow the sept sky high. Just like that. Boom! And just like that, Sacrè Bleu is out of here. Outstanding job by Joe-ilya. And as you can see with that crazy time limit versus the actual time, if you do miss a random health or armor bonus, it can take a very long time to find it. But as for the map itself, this is an absolute masterpiece. Outstanding ambushes, beautifully designed. I cannot praise this one enough. Outstanding job, Joe, on this one. If you've not already, please check out the DBP playlist. Like, share, comment, subscribe so more people can see your videos. We'll see you back next time with only 3 more to go.